All right, so the question reads: Assume that a football club has the following demand curve for season tickets. QD equals 50,000 minus 50p. All right, so colleagues, do we remember what the law of demand states? Why do we get shy once it comes to when questions come? Anybody who remembers the law of demand? There is an inverse relationship between price and the quantity demanded. All things held constant. When the price goes up, quantity demanded goes down. When the price goes down, quantity demanded goes up. All right. What about law of supply? Yes. Mm. The law of supply says there is a positive relationship between the between price and quantity supplied. All right. Meaning, if the price goes up, the sellers want to will increase production and sell more. For example, if you sell maize, for example, you're selling maize at 5 kwacha a cob, and then you hear the price of maize has increased to 10 kwacha, meaning you can now sell the maize at 10 kwacha. All right, you'll be willing to sell more maize because you know the profit is going to be big. All right, let's say at 5 kwacha you are selling 100 cobs of maize, so your total revenue for that month is 500 kwacha. Now the price of maize has increased from 5 kwacha to 10. So even though you still sell 100 cobs at 10 kwacha, you'll see that your revenue increases to 1,000. All right. But if you even supply more maize cobs, all right, your total revenue even increase further. So if the maize cob is selling at 10 kwacha and you increase revenue from 100 cobs to 200 cobs, find your total revenue becomes now 2,000 kwacha. All right. Just hold on, colleagues. I'm recording so no disturbances. Okay. Yes. There's a positive relationship between price and the quantity supplied, all things held constant. Right? So You'll notice the supply curve upward sloping, right? And the demand curve is downward sloping, all right? Yes. So now here, in this question they've told us, assume that a football club has the following demand curve for season tickets, QD equals 50,000 minus 50p, all right? So this is our demand function. The demand function shows the relationship between the quantity demanded, all right, and the price. Okay. So you will notice with this function, as the price goes up and up, you'll be noticing the quantity demanded goes down. Right. So the first part of the question has asked us, what quantity of season tickets is demanded when season tickets are free, meaning price equals zero? Very easy question. Anyone to give it a try? In university, no answer is wrong. Remember that. Right? There is no answer wrong in university, unless it's just off topic. Anyone with an idea what to do? So you substitute P with zero. All right. So this demand function, this P, substitute it with zero. 50 times zero, that is zero. So when the tickets are free, the number of tickets demanded is 50,000 tickets. Are we okay with this, colleagues? 50,000 tickets. This is the number of tickets demanded when these tickets are free. Any questions? Now, I was hoping we could also participate in these questions because we've done this topic before. So I want to see also how much you remember. Okay, that's why I'm encouraging people to answer the questions because I want to see how much of how much have you remembered for microeconomics. Yes. Any questions? Yes. This is this is a demand function which shows the relationship between quantity demanded and price. Do you remember the law of demand? Do you remember the law of demand, sir? This one here. Mhm. So this demand function, as I said, you can also plot it as a graph. All right. You can also, and once you plot it as a graph, you see this line is sloping downwards. All right. So the first part of the question they asked us is, what quantity of season tickets is demanded, all right, when the season tickets are free? The price equals zero. So all you have to do is you substitute P with zero. So I can add this extra. What quantity of season tickets? Quantity of tickets is demanded when the price equals, let's say, 50. Let's tabulate that. What quantity of season tickets is demanded when season tickets are 50 kwacha? E equals 50. So can we tabulate? Yes? 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 Did someone raise their hand? Yes, colleagues. When we substitute 50 here, what quantity of the tickets demanded? Yes? Mm-hmm. So 50,000 minus 2,500. So 50,000 minus 25. And that's all that you do. At what price do season tickets cease to be bought when Q equals zero? What do we do here, colleagues? I want to see who are the real mathematicians. Because economics has got mathematics. So we have to put our mathematical skills here. So what do we do, colleagues? What do we do? Yes. Mm-hmm. I think let me be saying names so that we get moving. Yes, Mr. Tapi. Yes, Mr. Brighton. Yes. Oh, network. Yeah, yeah. Breaking. Try to speak now. Mhm. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Brighton. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Negative 50. Mm-hmm. 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 1,000. Thank you very much. So the price when the tickets are going at 1,000, that's when the season tickets will cease to be bought. Are we all okay with this? Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Ah, zero minus negative 5,000, negative 50,000. Yes. Hmm? Are we okay with this, colleagues? Using the information from A and B, sketch the demand curve for the club. All right. So you go here, you say insert line. On our y-axis, that's where we find price. On our x-axis, that's where we find quantity demanded. All right. So when our price is 100 kwacha, no, wait, oops. When price is zero, when P equals zero, the quantity demanded is 50,000. So on our x-axis, let's indicate 50,000 somewhere here. Just a bit down. So here we'll put 50,000 somewhere here. All right. When price is zero, quantity demanded is 50,000. All right. And also, when quantity demanded is zero, price is 1,000. So here on our y-axis, we put 1,000. Then we just draw a line at P equals 1,000. A line like this. All right. Are we okay with this, colleagues? Are we okay with this? The graph? Any questions, queries? right? So this is the downward sloping line, okay? The demand curve, downward sloping line. Part D, what amount of season tickets is demanded at P equals 600 and P equals 700? What revenue is generated from season ticket sales at each price? So what we're going to do here, colleagues, we're going to substitute P equals 600 in our demand function, find out the quantity, and the price is 600 kwacha. And when P equals 700 kwacha, also find out the quantity demanded. So let's get our calculators. This is micro, not principles of management or business environment, where you just listen in. Okay, so we substitute P with 600 here on this side. Here we 700. Yes, let's get our calculators. Let's find the quantity demanded. Yes, when price is 600, what's the quantity demanded? Yes. Okay, 20,000. And when the tickets are 700, what's the quantity demanded? All right. Colleagues, are we okay with this? If you are lost, please say I'm okay. If you are lost, please say I'm lost. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Because when students are quiet, it's scary. Okay, so yes, that's then the revenue. So the revenue, remember, revenue is formula for revenue is revenue equals price times quantity. All right. So when the price is 600 and quantity of tickets demanded is 20,000 tickets, what is the total revenue, colleagues? Oh, wrong page, wrong page. Here we say for when the price is 700 kwacha times 15,000. Mm-hmm. 600 times, what do you call this? Yes, yes, go ahead. 12 million. And then with this other 700 times 15,000. Yes, all right. Yes, any questions, colleagues? All right, so the next question is calculate the price elasticity between 600 and 700. Anyone remembers what this term means? Elasticity. Elasticity means responsiveness, all right? Responsiveness, all right? So when we say price elasticity of demand, it means how quantity demanded responds to changes in price. Please write that down, colleagues, so that next time when I'm asking this question, at least 10 hands should be raised. How quantity, price elasticity of demand, how quantity demanded responds to changes in price. Under price elasticity of demand, demand can either be price inelastic, all right? This means quantity demanded doesn't respond greatly to changes in price, right? So let's say, for example, if you increase the price by, let's say, even 50%, all right? Well, yeah, you increase the price by 50%. Quantity demanded will just drop, let's say, by 10%, okay? Or if you reduce the price by 50%, right, quantity demanded will just increase by, let's say, another 10%. So in elastic demand, this is for when the quantity demanded doesn't respond greatly to changes in price. There can be high changes in price, but the changes in the quantity demanded will be low compared to the change in price. Uh, the good example, fuel, all right? Also medicines, all right? The price of fuel can go up, all right? But you won't stop driving your car today, all right? You won't be able to just buy a diesel machine and then start using diesel, right? So you still have to be buying fuel, all right? Then elastic demand is where quantity demanded responds greatly to changes in price. Price can just increase by 2%. Quantity demanded will reduce even by 20%. Price can drop by 3%. Quantity demanded will increase by 20%. All right. So for elastic demand, quantity demanded responds highly to changes in price. Then unit elastic, all right, where quantity demanded responds in the same proportion as price. If price increases by 2%, quantity demanded will reduce by 2%. If price drops by 2%, quantity demanded will increase by 2%. All right. So here, quantity demanded responds the same manner as price. So the formula for price elasticity of demand, PED, colleagues, this came in your assignment, so I believe we should remember the formula for this one. At least someone should be able to give me the formula. What's the formula for price elasticity of demand? Yes, percentage change. All right, percentage change in quantity demanded over percentage change in price. Yeah, percentage change in price. So usually, when you're doing these questions, it's good to label your P1 and your Q1, P2, and Q2. So our P1 is 600, our P2 is 700. Colleagues, are we able to tabulate the percentage change in price? And our Q1 is at 600, it was 12 million. Q2, 10 million. Yes, anybody who remembers how to find percent change? Please go ahead. Yes, very correct. New price minus odd price divided by the odd price. All right. So if we start with percent change in price, yes. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was supposed to put 20,000 and 15,000. Thank you very much. Hmm. So percent change, we start with for price. So you say P2 minus P1 divided by P1 times 100. So you say 700 minus 600 divided by 600. What answer do we get? Yes. So price has increased by 16.67%. Let's find the percent change in quantity demanded. So Q2 minus Q1 divided by Q1. Let's somebody give us. So let's see, it's going to be 20,000 or 15,000 minus 20,000 over P1 is not P1, Q1 was 20 over 20,000. Yes. What have we found, colleagues, as our answer? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, please. Yes, the one who raised up their hand. Yeah, with 25%. Percent. The answer has to be in as a percentage. So price elasticity of demand, percent change in quantity demanded over percent change in price. Now, for price elasticity of demand, your answer, you have to get the absolute value. What we mean by the absolute value is we ignore the sign, right? Because there's a negative relationship between price and quantity demanded. So you find every time you're calculating the price elasticity of demand, you always be getting a negative value. Always. Because one variable is going up, the other is going down. So there's going to be a negative always. That's why you have to get the absolute value. All right, so let's see. Percent change in quantity demanded, negative 25, divided by percent change in price, 16.67. What do we get, colleagues? So answer we put here. Yes. Our price elasticity of demand is 1.4. So this is how you interpret this. If your price elasticity of demand, PED, is less than 1, then demand for the good is inelastic. The price elasticity of demand, PED, is greater than 1, demand for the good is elastic. So for this good, we can see demand for this good is elastic, right? Price increased. Wait, did it increase? Did it increase? Yes, it increased by 16.6%, 16.67%, and quantity demanded decreased by a greater number, 25%. So this demand for this good is elastic.